How's it going, everyone? I thought I'd bring back an old series after a while where we take a look at the upcoming games in a given month and decide on which games are worth buying right out the gate and which ones I would recommend you to wait on a sale for. Now, this is just utilizing my knowledge of generally understanding which publishers tend to put their games on sale very quickly. So from a value-oriented standpoint, look, October's got 8 billion games coming out. Really, we're gonna go over like 13 games in this list. But there's a lot of games coming out, and for the average person, there's probably a lot of these you do want to play, but again, for the average person, I don't think it's probably worthwhile to drop $60 to $70 on each of them. You guys probably have rent to pay, maybe you got a mortgage, maybe you got other expenses, and guess what? If you buy like 8 games, a lot of these games are going to be sizable undertakings as far as hours spent in these games. You're not even gonna get to some of these games, and they're just gonna become a coaster for a while. And not to mention, Black Friday is right around the corner, and a lot of these games are gonna go on sale right out the gate. But we got a couple games in the buy category, a couple games I would definitely recommend you to wait the month, wait on a sale for. But let's get right into it with the buy games. There's a free title in here as well. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I'm gonna say this is a buy. Brothers, we've waited how many years for a brand new Dragon Ball Tenkaichi? You're getting that with Sparking Zero. This is a game that so many people are excited for. Damn near everybody in the comments section of our preview video said that they're buying the Ultimate Edition for the fake early access, and you know what, for a game like this, early access season pass, I understand why so many people are doing it. I also think this game's gonna hold up in price for quite a while. I could see it maybe get a small discount during Black Friday, but if it does, it's not going to be anything sizable, and I would just say Sparking Zero looks fantastic. Most of us are picking it up day one. If you have a vested interest in this game, this is one of those games that I don't think anybody's looking at being like, yeah, I'll get Sparking Zero, but I'm going to wait for it to be a little bit cheaper. No, you're getting it right out the gate. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, this is a must-buy. It's a return to a series of games that people absolutely loved in the PlayStation 2 era. Like, no brainer there, that's an absolute buy. Metaphor ReFantazio, easy slam dunk buy here as well. Now, to be fair, Sega and Atlus, they do tend to put their games on sale, not super quickly, but quickly enough where I think ReFantazio will see a nice discount by early next year. However, this isn't Persona 3 Reload in the sense that this is just a remake of a game. This is a big budget, brand new fantasy RPG. There's a demo out already. If you want to make a decision on whether or not to play the game, play the demo. That's going to give you a good idea. Yes, there are some performance issues, but put that aside. As far as the narrative goes, the combat, the visuals, yes, they're not blow-away, but I think artistically it looks quite good. $70 is going to get you a sizable experience as well. We're hearing that this game is rivaling the length of the Persona titles, which the Persona games are incredibly lengthy, so it's going to be an arduous undertaking as far as actual hours spent with this game. $70 is expensive for a lot of games, and a lot of people look at it from the lens of how many hours of gameplay am I getting out of my $70? Metaphor ReFantazio is going to give you a lot of hours of gameplay for your $70, so from that standpoint, I would say this is a buy. Next up, X Nordics, another JRPG. If you're interested in JRPGs, this is a buy. On top of that, NIS America, these titles, Ys, Legend of Heroes, these franchises are always going to charge you an arm and a leg unless you wait years and years. Yes, you could get Ys 8 now for like 20 bucks. Try to go find Ys 9 at a good price point. Oh, by the way, if you want to buy a physical copy of Ys 10, I would recommend you to jump on that as soon as possible, because these games, from a physical standpoint, for some reason, they're out for a year, and then they're just out of print, and then they cost a lot of money. Trails into Reverie, which came out in 2023 by NIS America, that goes for like $70, $80 in the secondhand market because they just don't print any more copies of these games. The special editions go for hefty amounts of money, and digitally speaking, they don't go on sale all too often. Like Legends of Heroes Trails into Reverie, that game came out 15 months ago, and the deepest discount you're gonna find is like 20 to 30% off. If you have any interest in Ys 10, go just pick it up right on October 25th on its launch day. Another game you're gonna get a lot of hours of gameplay out of it, so, you know, it is what it is as far as that's concerned. I would say Ys 10, buy that right off the top. And I'm gonna say, if you have interest in it, you're gonna buy it right away. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Look, a Call of Duty at this point is something that, because I cover video games, I play them every year. But to be perfectly honest, I was buying Call of Duty before I was making YouTube videos regularly every year still. But I think at this point I've been a little bit disillusioned, but I'm still playing them regularly, just not as much as I would in the past. But if you're into Call of Duty, you're gonna get mileage out of the game. You're gonna buy it day one. Ideally, for a lot of people, if you're trying to save money, if you have a PC or Xbox, Game Pass Black Ops 6, that would be a really, really good option as far as playing the game on the cheap. But if you're looking to play Black Ops 6, I guess check it out right away. Now, Call of Duty isn't like how it was in the past where these games wouldn't go on sale until the following year when the next iteration was out. That is not the case anymore. It's not like they see steep discounts, but, you know, they will be discounted. MW3 is regularly available for like $20 or 20 to 30 bucks, and that game came out at $70. So, you know, keep that in mind. Call of Duty nowadays isn't like it was in the past where it would never go on sale, but it's still gonna hold up in price for quite a while. And if you want to play a game like Black Ops 6, you want to be there at the ground floor, meaning, you know, the most enjoyable experience and time to play a Call of Duty game for a lot of people is picking it up launch day, jumping in with all of your friends, and that's going to be a little bit diluted if you wait the 6 months to pick it up on sale. Lastly, I do want to give a shout to Throne at Liberty, a brand new free-to-play MMORPG coming from NC Soft. You know, it's free, so you don't have to pay for it, so I thought I would give that a shout as well. It looks pretty good. You can pay $40 to play it early, but as of the recording of this video, this game will literally be out tomorrow, so no point in spending the $40, although if you do want the in-game items that includes, that's an option as well. Alright, moving on from that. The wait for sale section I think is going to be very divisive because I know these are games that a lot of people are excited for, but if we're talking about saving money, you know, waiting for these games to go on sale, this is me making the selections for the games I think that are going to go on sale probably within the next month or two, especially heading into Black Friday. Right off the top, I'm sorry, Silent Hill 2. I know a lot of people are excited for the remake. I'm excited to check it out, and I will be checking it out day one, but for the majority of people, a $70 game, a horror title that's going to be fairly quick to beat, and it's a Konami published game. Konami published games tend to go on sale fairly quickly. Ask Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, while that game digitally still costs an arm and a leg, physically, you can get that fairly cheap, and it was available cheap pretty quickly after release. But Silent Hill 2, I could see it go down to $40 literally by Black Friday. So if you have issues with this being a $70 game and it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter experience, which again doesn't necessarily mean that you should automatically push back every $70 release, but I do see that being a talking point. In our preview video, I saw multiple comments of people being like, I'm interested in this game, but $70 is too much, gonna wait a little while for it to get deeply discounted, and I understand that rhetoric. If you have the desire to pick up the aforementioned games in the buy category, Silent Hill 2, in my opinion, is one you can easily wait on a sale for. And the deluxe edition for $80, like, come on now, we're getting a little bit crazy. A horror title now having fake early access, we're getting a little wild with it, but Silent Hill 2, wait for a sale. Until Dawn, the remake, $60 should be highway robbery. It should be illegal for this game to be priced at $60. Look, it's one thing where you have Last of Us Part 1, one of the greatest games of all time, getting remade, and that being overpriced at $70. We're talking Until Dawn. Yes, it has some graphical improvements, but it's Until Dawn. I liked Until Dawn, but Until Dawn back in 2014, you could say wasn't worth $60. Now you're releasing the game a decade later and charging $60 again. Get the hell out of here with that one. Wait for it to be 20 bucks and pick it up then if you do want. Next up, I know people are gonna want my head for this one. Dragon Age the Veilgaurd. You know, I'm hoping it turns out well. BioWare gives me no reason to be optimistic. EA games do tend to go on sale during Black Friday. I could see Veilgaurd easily getting down to 40 bucks come Black Friday. And anyway, I don't think Veilgaurd is this game people should be jumping up to pre-order. BioWare has shown no reason to be confident in terms of their latest game release, and it's been how long since Anthem came out? It's been how long since Mass Effect Andromeda has come out? And those two games were pretty terrible by all accounts, at least the majority opinion. I even had a little bit of fun with Andromeda, but obviously, it is not BioWare of BioWare old. I absolutely hope that Veilgaurd is a return to form for them. I absolutely hope that Veilgaurd is at the level of Dragon Age Origins, of the Mass Effect trilogy. I am just not convinced that that is going to be the case, and I don't think that BioWare at this stage of the game has warranted a instant buy and instant pre-order. I think you should be a little bit cautious with this one, and I think ideally waiting till Black Friday to get the game for $40 or $35. I think that is definitely going to be the best route to go. $40 is probably more realistic, 40 to 45. So I would say wait. Sonic X Shadows Generations, I'm gonna say wait on a sale for this one just because if past this prologue, Sonic Superstars went super cheap during Black Friday, Sonic Frontiers even went super cheap during Black Friday, Sonic X Shadows Generations, I believe, is going to be $30 come Black Friday as well. It's a re-release of Sonic Generations with this extended Shadow campaign, which I'm excited to check this out. Look, I think Sonic has been firing on all cylinders over the last few years, but on the standpoint that it is a re-release of an existing game, expanded with the new campaign, $50, you can view that being a little bit more pricey, a little bit too pricey, I should say, but more than anything, Sonic games in the past have just gone deeply discounted during Black Friday. I think waiting the 3 weeks or the month until Black Friday to pick up Sonic X Shadows Generations, that makes all the sense in the world. Unknown 9 Awakening, this game, I assure you guys, is going to be a commercial disaster. It is going to hit the bargain bin, like, immediately. I wouldn't be picking it up day one. I might be wrong. I've been wrong in the past, but this game screams commercial disaster to me, so I would say wait on a sale. Shadows of the Damned Hello Remastered. We don't even know the price point of this, but I imagine it's going to be $40 to $50. These remasters have been getting more and more expensive, and Lollipop Chainsaw was $45, so I'd have to think Shadows of the Damned would be around that range. If it's $50, absolutely wait for a sale on this. I played Shadows of the Damned when it came out. I enjoyed it. It's that zany early 2010s game that a lot of titles like this have been forgotten about, and I would certainly say at a discount pick it up, but if it's $40 to $50, that's nearly the price we paid, what, 12 years ago? I rented the game back in the day, but nevertheless, I wouldn't have said after playing Shadows of the Damned initially that it was worth $60. 12 years later, am I gonna say it's worth 40 or 50? No, I would say wait for it to be 20 bucks. It's gonna offer a worthwhile campaign that's gonna be, 10 hours long. You'll have a good time with it and you'll move on, but 40, 50, a little bit pricey to me. Master Detective Archive Raincode Plus, delayed release on PlayStation is gonna be $60. I get it that, the Danganronpa fans are frothing at the mouth to play this, and if you are, more power to you, go pick it up right away. I do think it's gonna hold up in price. Generally speaking, like a Spike Chunsoft game is gonna hold up in price for a little bit, but I think best case, wait for a while and get a discount if you already waited a year plus to play it. What's waiting a little bit longer? And then lastly, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Look, nobody should be paying $50. That's highway robbery to pick up Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. The $9.99 upgrade, I think it's fine. I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I do think this game looks quite a bit better than Horizon Zero Dawn, and the issue that I've reiterated over and over with the pushback of this game is the optics situation. PlayStation has no first-party output outside of Astro Bot. They've had a lackluster 2024, a lackluster 2023. They're putting out a $700 console, and they're promoting it by using PS4 games. The optics are just really bad with Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. I loved HZD. I'll probably play this at some point, not right away, since I've beaten the Horizon Zero Dawn so many times at this point that I'm not trying to delve into a 50, 60-hour RPG at this stage, but sometime down the line, I'll probably give this another playthrough, and the $9.99 upgrade I think is fine, but $50, yo, get the hell out of here with that one. Come on, Sony, now. You're trying to inflate the price of this game when you've been selling it for how cheap for so long, and, we've seen other publishers do this, but absolutely do not get fleeced $50 for this one. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, I think Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and Metaphor ReFantazio, which by the way are out on the same day, are the easiest slam dunk buys in this entire lineup. X Nordics, if you have interest in it, I would say buy that just because it's not gonna go cheaper. Black Ops 6, like, yo, if you're a COD guy, you're gonna buy it right away. You wanna be at the ground floor level. It's not gonna get super discounted, and Throne of Liberty is free. The way for sale, again, there's gonna be a lot of pushback. Silent Hill 2 is gonna be a fairly short game, and it's $70. You're gonna be able to pick it up on sale. Until Dawn, that price point is just ridiculous, and nobody should be buying that for $60. It just reinforces Sony being Sony. Dragon Age the Veilguard, BioWare hasn't earned your trust in terms of pre-ordering the game and plopping down $70 right out the gate. If they build their goodwill back with the release of Veilguard, great, but I haven't seen reason to be overly excited for this game, and cautious skepticism with BioWare, that's the best way to handle it. Sonic X Shadows Generations, again, from the past standpoint of Sonic games just going on sale very, very quickly, with Frontiers, with Superstars, it's gonna be the same thing with Shadows Generations, and I'm excited for it, but it'll pay dividends just waiting a couple weeks. Unknown 9 Awakening, I think that's gonna be a commercial disaster. Shadows of the Damned Hello Remastered, enjoyed the game back in 2012, $40 to $50 is gonna be too much. Master Detective Archives Raincode, re-release of a game that's like over a year old, and Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. The $9.99 upgrade is fine, but anybody paying $50 for it is absolutely insane. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. I feel like I outlined my reasoning fairly well, and, you know, it'll be a good time to be selective with what you're picking up, because Black Friday right around the corner. Look, you pick up a Silent Hill 2, 70 bucks, you might have a great time with it, and if you do, more power to you. But then you see Black Friday, it's down to 40. You might be kicking yourself a little bit, but that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.